in, friends. Okay, I'm gonna pull up my show just a second. Welcome in, everybody. I think I forgot to load giveaways, but that's all right. We're just here to chit chat today. Um, let me alert everybody that I am live. Welcome in, friends. This list is seller support in chat. Oh, hey, Patrick. Why are you driving and everything? Welcome in. Hi, Wanda. Hello, my friend. Brass Lion, welcome in. Let's see. Texas Chandelier. Oh, Corey's here. When is your show? Are you having a show today? Oh, wait, it's Wednesday. Never mind. You don't have shows Wednesday. That hat is so cool. Yay! I just got my new replacement since I sold the other one. But I got two different hats from a seller on Whatnot, and I love them so much. She adds the crochet granny square onto the hat, and I really like this one. It's super cute, but I also like this one. All different ones that she makes. Her handle is Old Maid New Creations. Let me see if I can tag her for you guys. I like supporting sellers on here. She's another Texas seller, and then the fact that she hand makes them. But that is who I got the hats from. Isn't that super cool? Welcome in, Jen Soulful Finds. Welcome in. Hello. I'm gonna try not to do all super high end. Oh, good. You don't need to do super high end. Not everybody can find super high end all the time. Just saying, Corey. My goodness. Oh, thanks for sharing the show, you guys. Aren't the hats cute? Yes, I absolutely love the hats, you guys. And I tagged the girl above that made them. Her name is Old Maid New Creations, is where I got the hat from. And she adds on the granny squares and she does them in different colors. And I just opened my box today and I was like, well, I'm wearing it because that looks cute with my green shirt. So that's how we're going. Hey, perfect timing. Yes, there we go, you guys. Old Maid New Creation. She made the hats, which I'm wearing this one today. And then I also have this one. I just opened the box. So this is the other one that I picked up. And the first hat that I bought from her, someone bought it off me from the live because everybody was like, sell it, sell it, sell it. So I had to get some new ones. And I'm still sad I sold that one because I really loved my first one that I picked out. But this one's super cute. I really like it. I even got to the extent of I want to learn how to crochet to do that, but I watched a 40-minute video of how to crochet a granny square, and yeah, I still haven't got any threads. So anyways, welcome in, you guys. This is seller support and just kind of some chit chatting. So if you guys have any questions today, definitely drop them in the chat. One of the cool updates, and I tried to show that yesterday, whenever I did have a show, is Whatnot now has the pre-bid button within the shop. So if you are a seller and you're currently like live doing a show and you want to see if any of your preloaded items have any pre-bids, you just click on the shop button. You click on the shop button, which I can just go here, and then you go into your shop, and then if you see that there's a pre-bid button, and you can see if you have any pre-bids. Obviously, I'm not going to have pre-bids because this is a seller support show, but that's how you would view it. If you don't have that capability to see the pre-bids with on your actual device, then you may need to update your app. That is on an Android. I have the newest iPhone and both of them have the option. Someone messaged me yesterday saying they don't have that function. So I don't know if it's certain phones that are getting the access. I'm not really sure. But I just wanted to share that because that is like the best update ever. Yes, I wish it was available for mods. I think that would be fabulous if mods had that functionality. I think I'm gonna send in like a support request and see if they can have that ability to have your mods be able to see that. I know you can give them suggestions of how to make the app better, and sometimes if it's easy enough, they can make it happen like really fast. And I think if more of us actually submit those tickets and be like, hey, why don't I have access to this, or why can't my mods have access to it? Make that a functionality. Maybe they will actually put it into place. So we all have to speak up and let whatnot know what we want. Hey, Matt Attack and Yvelle and David. Hello, my friends. Okay, be more thrifty. You don't have it and you're all updated. What kind of phone do you have? Because my Android and my iPhone both have it. I haven't paid attention on my iPad. I have the newest iPhone. I have the iPhone 17 Pro. Is the 17 the newest one? You guys, I don't know. I don't really remember. But I'm pretty sure it's the 17, and I have the Pro, not the Pro Max, and I have that one. iPhone is trash. Matt, I know. I agree. I'm not totally sold on iPhone. They make everything a lot more difficult than on Android, but I still do have my Android. I still use it all the time, so I'm not fully transitioned over. I only use it for certain reasons. But yeah, I agree. I feel like Android is superior just with its functionality because there's stuff that the Android automatically does that you have to tell your iPhone to do. And it's like, what? It drives me nuts. So, it's just like the little things like you should be able to like you plug it into your car and it automatically knows where your home address is because you live there, you're always there. It should automatically know that. Like my Android knew that and the iPhone does not. I had to tell it that. And like little things like verbally speak to me to give me directions. It wasn't doing that either, so that was fun. Anyways, we're not doing a seller support on iPhone, you guys. We're not going there. It's all the things. Be good or I'll boot you. Oh, we're gonna have a mod fight because I'm gonna mod him. I'm gonna mod Matt, even though he never mods me anymore in his shows. Okay, so last week I did a seller support show and we talked about raid trains, and my voice was like really horrible. I don't know if any of you guys were on that show, but my voice was horrible because I had the flu and I was still recovering. I definitely have a voice now. I can chat all the things. I'll mod you again. Yeah, you don't mod me anymore. Of course, I don't always catch all your shows either. Um, Life gets crazy when you're full time. I have no idea how anybody does anything anymore. I'm like, how did I do a full time job and do this? Because I feel like I can't get my ish together. It's a struggle every day. I will tell you guys that. I almost feel like it was easier when I had a full time job. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm still trying to figure out this whole schedule thing, but I will totally figure it out. But I'll figure it out one of these days, maybe, a year from now. Maybe I'll be able to teach you something, but right now I have not figured it out yet. Okay, so last week I talked about rate trains. I feel like my voice was awful. I didn't really get to talk about all the things that I wanted to just because I was struggling just talking in general. But I will talk about rate trains. But if anyone has questions, drop them in the chat. I love questions. I'm also going to put this at the bottom of the screen. If you want to screenshot the QR code, there's a link to my Facebook group that I put together like over a year ago. There's lots of information in the group, lots of other sellers. You can get lots of help, links to items that people personally use. Just you run into a scenario, you have access to many other sellers to support you for assistance, and it's friendly. It's not like the other Facebook groups. So definitely join that if you're interested. I also have a link to my YouTube channel and all the other things within that QR code. Okay, so, what is a rate train? Rate train is a group of sellers. If you're not familiar, it's a group of sellers that get together to do like a themed type show. And then they basically leapfrog into each other after each of their shows. And there's time limits. Sometimes they're 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever length of time that you want to do, and then they just jump and leapfrog into each other. Most of us have figured that out by now if you've been on the app for some time. Hey, Rusty Patina, welcome in, my friend. Okay, so that's basically the gist of what a rate train is. Now, as a new seller, I was there at one time, and I'm sure some of you are in that point as well. I would love to join a rate train. or you want to get, noticed and get out there. How do I become a part of these raid trains? Well, it's kind of like the same idea of, how do I get noticed? How do I get people in my room? You have to go onto other people's shows and be social and chat in the chats, make friends with people, message them on, whatnot messages, and just say, hey, I'm interested in your raid trains that you offer, or hey, would you like to host a raid train with me? And, ask them to come hang out in one of your shows or something, because you see that they like stuff that you honestly like, and maybe you just want to hang out with them. Make friends with people, be social. It's a social app. But, anyways, that's the whole process of this app. You have to make community in order to be in the community, if that makes sense. And then, you can also ask people to join raid trains. Now I just get messages at this point because people know that I like doing raid trains. I like doing different themes. Sometimes the themes, I feel like I don't ace it all the way around, but I really like putting myself into a new challenge. And so I do like getting messages to join raid trains. But when you're super new, not everybody knows about you. So you have to do like the legwork and put yourself out there. You have to make yourself super uncomfortable to do something new. Just like jumping on to be a seller on whatnot is like super hard for some people to be able to do, just to even go live, show their face and everything like that. It's just another leap of faith to get out there and join a raid train. So definitely message anyone, or you can just host your own. So is anyone in here interested on how to host your own raid train? I would love to chat about that if you guys are interested. The social aspect of a social network, easier than it was in high school. Yes, Brass Lion, yes. Because I think how I am on this app is how I was in high school. I am a girl that likes to be friends with many different people. I don't feel like I'm a clicky type girl. I'm like, I will be friends with the popular kids. I'll be friends with the smelly kids. I'll be friends with the antisocial kids. That's the type of girl that I am, because I can get along with so many different people. Um, Corey, I'm gonna kick you out if you don't behave. There you go. I said it. um, anyways, so is anyone interested in joining a raid train, or how to actually do one? Oh my god, it totally feels like clicks sometimes. Yes, it can feel like a click. I feel like any part of social media, it can be clicky. I mean, even if you just go on to Instagram and um if you go on Instagram and you just start following people with certain niches that you're in, you can see certain ones are popular because they're all friends with each other, and then they're not friends with some other people. You can kind of pick up on that just from videos and just following people for some time. I feel like that's just the natural nature of being social and the human way. But then there's other people kind of like me where I like to be friends with everyone. So I think that's just the natural human way. So I really try not to just really hate on people for seeming like they're clicky. I would just take it as, I just want to be their friend because I like their vibe. That's the type of person that I am. I like people's vibes. I like the items that they sell. I love meeting new people, but I may not click with everybody. Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, kind of like somebody else is not someone else's cup of tea. Kind of like, I'm just going to call someone out and I don't even know if she's in here, but everybody knows who the Hodgepodge place is, right? Is she everyone's cup of tea? No, not everybody likes her. At first, she was like almost like, whoa, too much for me in the morning. But now she's like my morning person that I like to turn on, whatnot, and just listen to in the morning because I love watching her shows. But someone else is gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's like ADHD and she's like all over the place and scatterbrained. I just can't watch her. Like, she's not everybody's cup of tea, kind of like I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So um you just have to remember that, but we can also admire people for their qualities that they also bring to whatnot. Like, I admire the Hodgepodge place for how fast she can sell, the type of items that she can sell, and the fact that she can freaking box all that up super fast and does it all on her own. And she's created the growth and community that she has on the app. It's just absolutely incredible. I want to be like her in that aspect, that she's able to be, you know, what's the proper word for that? Wonder Woman? I don't know. She's just very, yes, very independent, very take action and go for it type of girl. That's what I want to be. And I just think that is absolutely amazing. I'm totally, yeah, she's a badass. And so like we can watch someone else, kind of like Wicked Wandora. I'm just gonna call you out because I know you that is probably gonna throw you very uncomfortable right now. But there's certain things that I admire about Wicked Wandora. I watched her. She's probably had several whatnot shows, but I'll just be honest, I only caught one of them. But I literally enjoyed her show. She's very laid back. She drew attention to her customers. She was very personable, and I absolutely loved it. And I only know her from being in Amy Perrin shows, and she was a fellow moderator. And I just became friends with her because we've always been in the same room. And if she likes Amy, then she must be a cool person because I love Amy. You know what I mean? And I'm always in there. So hopefully, I didn't make you uncomfortable, Wanda. But the short amount of time that I've seen you live, like I already picked up on that. That I'm like, I really like her shows. I like how personable she was. You guys, please go follow her. By the way, I shopped in her shop, and I was just like, wow, you have such things that I usually don't see in anyone else's show. And I think that is like the best compliment anyone can have, because how many sellers is there on the Whatnot app? And I have never seen all these things and they're in her shop. It's just like mind blowing. Like I probably have stuff that everybody else has. Like what makes you stand out? I feel like she can stand out because of the items that she has in her shop. So that is awesome. You source in Canada. What the heck? That's cool. That's very cool. So you can bring stuff that we normally won't see because I'm in Texas. Oh my gosh, I just saw Amy pop in. Hi, my friend Amy. Were your ears burning? Because I literally said your name. I literally said your name and there you are popping in my show. It was good things, I promise. Your ears weren't burning. I think there's just so many sellers to whom I'm still getting to. Yes, Tam's Treasures. Yes, there are so many sellers on Whatnot. I still don't know everybody. I have how many people following me? And I follow like 4,000 back, and I'm still get confused between who is who sometimes because people's names are the same, and then they change them, and then I have to like remember in my brain like who they were and who they changed it to. And so I honestly get confused, and I have to watch some people a couple times just to remember who they are. So there's always new people out there, and I am always seeking out some new sellers as well because I want them to feel supported because I know how hard it is to be on the app and not be noticed as well. So love when people come and hang out. Having a chat move is so key for a good vibe show. Yes. Yes, exactly, Tam Tams. Yes, yes. It is very hard. I really like when my chat talks back with me and hangs out. It makes me really nervous when the chat is like very quiet and very silent. And it makes me wonder, I'm like, is my signal crappy? Can you guys hear me? Do I have a booger hanging out of my nose and nobody's telling me about it? Like it makes me worry. So can someone with an iPhone tell me what your followers number is? I can look, Rusty Patina. Let's see. Oh, wait, that's my Android. Hold on. Let me look at it on my side. It says 2,942 followers on my side. So you need a little bit more followers to get 3,000. If everyone in the room can please go follow Rusty Patina and Creativity, let's see if we can get her a little closer to 3,000. There's a little plug. Okay. But you're super close. You are super close. I don't know if we're gonna get you there today, but maybe a few at a time you can get there. Excuse me, guys. I'm still doing my little coughing from the flu. It is what it is. It's a little better today. I love when people come in and just chat. Buying's not required. Interacting does help your time. Yes, and I love meeting new people. That's why I don't know if you guys know this. I don't really personally get much from offering seller supports, but I feel like I use it as a way for people to also get to know me, as well as me to give the ability to assist anyone that is having some struggle with doing any kind of selling, or if they're struggling trying to figure something out. I love to be able to help people, but I also see it as a way for people to get to know me. And I'm not forcing, hey, buy this, hey, buy that, hey, buy this. I want people to get to know me and know the type of character that I have. So definitely, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. This is really tiny font. Um, is there any way to choose priority large box somewhere? Wander's Treasures, as long as you are under 80 ounces, you can put it in any priority box. So if it says large shipping or large mailing box and you're under the 80 ounces, you can use that box. The only boxes that you have to specify which ones you're using is flat rate, which would be the medium flat rate boxes, the large flat rate boxes. Those you actually have to specify which boxes they're using. And I believe there's like flat rate envelopes and stuff like that. But if you want to use just a large mailing box, it just has to be under 80 ounces. Amy, if she has flat rate turned on for 1 to 5 pounds, she can toggle off flat rate and use a regular priority box. Am I correct? Can you Frankenstein a flat rate box? No, you cannot. Because it's the rules of if it fits, it ships. And if you're Frankensteining it, that's a no no. Just use a regular large shipping box. I just noticed the crochet square on my hat. Yes, Julie Ann. This is Old Maid New Creations. I bought this hat from her. She made it. She had the crochet squares made and she puts them on different hats. She is a seller on Whatnot. And this is the other one that I picked up from her. Aren't they super cute? I just love that you can add some different pops of color into your outfit. And I'm a sucker for a hat because I don't always want to fix my hair. Um, Let me. Oh, there she is. Old Maid New Creations. Yes, girl. Every time I wear this hat, you're gonna get called out. I'm just gonna tell you that. I just tagged you with some hearts or anyone that is interested. I believe she puts these hats in her buy it now. I don't know if she's updated with her new stock, but I just got them and I love them. And she ships super fast, you guys. Um, Heart to Haven. I started late, so you have not missed much at all. I kind of got off track. I need hats to hide my gray hair. Yeah, mine's kind of blending, but and sometimes if they're really long and gray, I pull them and I know that's not a great thing, but I love hats. I'm like, I don't have to brush my hair. I could just put it up in a ponytail and I'm good to go and it looks cute. So why not? Okay. Uh the darn label chooses ground. Wanderer's Treasures. Are you packing something in over 80 ounces in a ground large priority box? I just saw your comment, so I'm sorry. If you're putting something in over 80 ounces, it will automatically put it in ground. So, I have my shipping guide. It is in my bin, and I tried to explain it in there. I don't know if that will be helpful for you, but I basically put in there that if it's under 16 ounces or less, it will go ground, which would mean you have to put it in a poly mailer, a bubble mailer, or a brown box. 16 ounces to 80 ounces, which is 1 pound to 5 pounds. You can put it in a regular priority box, and that looks like. Whew, this is a large shipping box, and sometimes it says large mailing box right here, but you can put whatever you can fit in here up to 80 ounces. You can even Frankenstein these boxes, you guys. And so that is the large shipping box. Now they have also, let me see if I have one. You guys ignore my mess behind me, okay? I have one right here because I was packing boxes. I do have one. Okay, so this is the exception to the rule, and I've also explained that on my shipping guide. Is this is a large flat rate box, and large flat rate boxes, if it fits, it ships, kind of thing, and that's how flat rate works. This is the exception to the rule. You can put it in a priority box on a flat rate. You just have to tell them which flat rate box you are using, and these can go up to 70 pounds. But if I fold this up. You see how much smaller this one is? It's the same dimensions this way, but how thick it is smaller. Um, doesn't it say somewhere? It's like 6 inches, and this one is like 8 inches. So you can get a lot more in this, but you're limited to 80 ounces. So definitely. Okay. 5.5 inches. It says 6 on the box. Can you send the shipping guide as an email attachment? I have to mail something, Brass Lion, so I'll still print it and send it to you. But if you want me to email it after you purchase it, just send me a message and I will do that. Did you purchase one? Because I can totally email it. I don't mind. I just have to follow whatnot guidelines and actually mail something. I have to mail something. I mean, I can mail you a sticker if you prefer that. What do I mean by Frankenstein? They make a makeshift box. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. I have an example of one. Hold on. I have an example of one. So I bought some art from a friend of mine, and she sent it to me like this. This is a mailing box, and she just needed it a little bit longer, so she put another box on the inside, another mailing box, and she slipped it inside like that, and then she taped it. And that is what is called like a Frankenbox. So like if you are mailing something and it needs to be extra long and it fits in this dimension, again, these are mailing boxes or shipping boxes. You can do this. And you can just franken it. So like if I need something this big and it's bigger than the original box, you can franken it together, tape it up, and you can make it a longer, more skinny box. You did quite a bit of that this weekend, yes. So that's basically how like a Frankenbox looks. And then like, what did I do with that? Um, here's one because Amy's in the room. I ordered something from Amy and it was a very large piece of art, and she made her own box. This is legit a Frankenbox too. She made her own box out of foam, you guys. Isn't that amazing? But that is like another box that she actually made. That could technically be called a Frankenbox because she made that from scratch. Okay. Okay, Hearts Haven, you definitely received one. Yeah. Sometimes you can't find a box. The reason that people do Frankenboxes is we can't find quite a box to fit what we got to do. So we take two boxes and put it together to make it work for what it is. And sometimes you have to get very creative on your box making, especially for art, for number one. Making your own boxes or items that are like long and awkward shaped. You have to get really creative with your boxes and make your own sometimes, just because not all the boxes fit. So fit everything. Is it for postage? Sometimes postage can be tricky, just FYI. I'm gonna be doing that. I'm confused. Can you send priority like that? Livy will, you can. Okay, if you look at this, this is a Frankenbox, like I showed you guys. It's a Frankenbox. You can do a Frankenbox like this because it says mailing or it will say shipping. Yeah, both of these say mailing on it, okay? So you can totally make this into a Franken box because it says priority mailing. You just have to make sure your weight is under the 80 ounces. Otherwise, it's going to go ground unless you have like your settings over 5 pounds to be priority. Priority can be any kind of box. Yeah, ground can must yes. Yeah, priority can go in any box. It can go in a brown, it can go in a bubble, it can go in anything that you want it to be. Ground has to be anything that doesn't say USPS priority. And then the other thing is, and I don't even know what I did with it, so I got to grab another box that I've done shipping on. This, as the other exception to the rule, is the flat rate boxes. You have to tell what not that it is a flat rate box. And you cannot Frankenstein these boxes, you guys. You cannot Franken flat rate boxes because they are meant to be the dimensions that they are. So you have to leave these as is, but you can Franken any other kind of box. Amy, do you default priority or switch to flat rate? I, with my settings, whenever I set up a show, I do 1 to 5 pounds, I do as priority, and then over 5 pounds, I do ground. But if I'm doing like max shipping, I can do flat rate. You can always toggle on flat rate as well after you sell it, as long as you've done 16 ounces, you can toggle on a flat rate. I was equating priority with flat rate makes more sense. Yes, there's that exception to the rule, Livy, that you have to make the exception and indicate for flat rate for that. Let me see if I can open my show. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, for like a regular show that I do, these are the settings that I use. And I'm pretty sure Amy Perrin probably uses these settings too, if I'm correct. But I toggle on the first toggle that says first class mail letter. That is for my giveaways. If I do the 78-cent shipping on the giveaways. And then the second one, which is the middle, that is for 1 to 5 pounds. I use priority mail. You can use either one of those, to be honest, but I just leave that as priority mail. And then down at the bottom, that is over 5 pounds, which is 80 ounces. And I typically like to use ground advantage because that is going to be, I do, but you hate it, ground over 5. Yes, Amy, that's where I get screwed too. So I'm starting to learn that if something needs to go individual, that's what you have to do. But I don't know. Ground over 5 pounds, you can do ground advantage. Now, there is a seller on here, which is really good friends with Amy as well, Michelle's Deals, and she tells us that whenever she sets it up for anything over 5 pounds, she sets it as priority. And I think that fixes her problem with the shipping, but I'm not positive. If you do priority over 5, it still bundles a ton. It still bundles a ton too? Snap. Okay. Hmm. Well, I sold, what was it? 560 ounces to a buyer in Alabama, and it all bundled into one box. So that was like what, 40, 50 pounds of glass. It was all milk glass, you guys, all milk glass. And my settings for that show was this. But because I sold it correctly, I unbundled all of that into like 5 separate boxes, and it didn't charge me any adjustments to do that. I made sure that the items that I unbundled had enough shipping covered to cover separate labels, so I didn't have to pay anything. But it merely worked out just perfectly how I unbundled everything into 5 boxes, and I sent it to my customer that way, and I didn't have to pay anything in shipping. I just had to unbundle it all. But there was no way I was sending 50 pounds of melt glass in one box. I mean, some of those were already 20 pounds in one box, but it's just crazy to send that much. I did not do max shipping. It was glass. It was all glass. And if you're doing like an all glass show, you know you're going to be selling glass. You don't do max shipping 921 unless you feel comfortable to eat it, honestly, because you can pay so much in shipping. But this is typically what I do for like a regular show. Now, if I wanted to do a max shipping show, the only thing that I change for max shipping is this. But which is the bottom one, which I switched that to flat rate for a max shipping show. But I only do that when I'm controlling what is able to be purchased. So I'm not going to be eating so much shipping, but just know that you probably will be eating about 10% in your shipping costs. Just to be comfortable with that, you just have to add that into your selling module for that type of show. Um, but I wouldn't be selling super big things. Your last show, you had 8 boxes for one buyer because they were far away from me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Was that Rona, Amy? I know Rona would say, yeah, it was me. It was me. Because I know her box is like 800 ounces, I believe. Do you usually sell more when you do it like that, like more items? Livy, sometimes. Usually when I do a max shipping show, I'm doing like a raid train that is really fast, like 20 or 30 minutes. Back when I did Vintage Wars, back when that's a thing, which is kind of like estate sale wars. I'm selling like 180 items in like 30 minutes. And there is going to be tons of different buyers. So most likely, most of it's going to average out. I think when I did it, max shipping for Vintage Wars, I only paid $66 out of pocket. And I sold 180 items in 30 minutes. And I shipped like 80 boxes. So I mean, $66 out of pocket, I was totally fine with. I wanted people to purchase and be able to grab what they wanted to. And I ran everything at 12 ounces, but everything was a good mix of different sizes. What would you do for an estate sale dinner plate set? Um, Marabella, what I would do is probably separate it. Have you ever watched Amy Perrin? She is a good example about how to do sets and stuff like that. She will either do a single ship and do like groupings, or do, if you buy all of this, she'll give you one price and then get a big shipping label like 12 pounds or whatever it may be. Don't sell it as one set, and then tell someone to buy another label for like $1 just to cover the shipping, which I saw that she was doing that on her last estate sale. And I think that is actually genius because then she can separate things, but she already has the first bundle already covered. She just has to get you to buy the second label for it to all get there safely. Or another way that you can do it is you can ship all the dinner plates in one box, all the salad plates in another box, whatever you feel comfortable with, because you're the one that's going to have to pack it. And you have to be comfortable with how you're going to finagle that in all of the boxes. So you have to do a lot of thinking on the selling end on how you're going to do it. But single ships and selling it that way is going to be your best friend, especially with breakable items for sure. Let me get back to my show so I can read chat over here. Why would you select priority instead of ground for over 5? Brassland, that was priority for over 5 pounds. I did flat rate. That was an example for max shipping. Max shipping shows, which are very limited, but I can explain why if that's what you were asking about. How do you set up a special box that you have 921 on? Wonder Treasures, we can do that. That would be a single ship item. If one plate breaks and the whole set gets refunded. Oh my gosh, Amy, yeah, I would sell it by per plate then, huh? Oh boy, that's insane. I sold 3 shiny brights through Marketplace and my shipping was crazy, as in that better not break. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's say we're gonna do a single ship item. I'm gonna do this from my phone. So I'm gonna create a listing. I'm just going to create a listing so I can show you how to do a single ship. So let me just take a picture of something. Okay. And then I'm just going to fill this out like we normally do. I'm just going to say it's vintage decor. And I'm just going to call this single ship test. Test. I'm putting in condition because I don't need to show you guys all of this. I'm just going to do an auction of $1. Now, how to do a custom profile to do a single ship is whenever you're listing your items. So I did all of the stuff on the top. I added the photo. I added in the description and all of that information. And then I put in $1 for the price or whatever you want to price it at. And then you keep scrolling down to where it says shipping. Oh my word, why is that not focusing? You click on shipping profile and it opens up. Now, if you can see here on mine, I already have custom profiles created. So if you can see, I have a single ship for a 5-pound box. I have a 7-pound box, a 8-pound box, a 9-pound box, a 10-pound box. Amy probably has a ton more, like 15, 20-pound boxes. You can do as many as you want to. But to create a single ship, you would go up here to where it says custom profile. Okay, click custom. Now on the top part is what you want to label it as. So let's do this one as I'm shipping a big piece of art. Let's just say we're shipping a big piece of art to our customer. So I'm going to call it an art single ship. And we're going to say that this piece of art weighs 8 pounds because I want you to be able to see how much it's going to cost at the bottom. This could be the same way for 8 dinner plates. So let's say each dinner plate was a pound. You can do it the same way too. Okay. So I just labeled it so I remember what this is because once you create one, it will be in your profile so you can reuse it in the future if you wanted to. So I just put art single ship. So I know it's a single ship box for 8 pounds. And then right below it, I'm going to enter 8 pounds. And we want to make sure you change the ounces to pounds. So I'm going to do that real quick. 8 pounds. Okay, so do you see that? I changed it to 8 pounds. And then right below that, it says set maximum number of items to put into one package. And you want to toggle that on. So I toggled it on. Focus. And then I always put one item right there. I put one. And then you can even put in box dimensions if you happen to know it. You can put 12 by 12 by 12. Whoa, it's not focusing. You can put in 18 by 20 by 42 or whatever it needs to be. You can put that in right there if you wanted to. And then you can set a fixed weight for additional items of the same package. So that's something you can have an option to do. Let's say you're doing a custom profile and it's a single ship, but you want to allow if the person wins a giveaway. Let's say you're going to do ephemera giveaways or gift cards, you can do that. And you can put in there that they can win. You can put a maximum of like 2 ounces additional in there if you feel comfortable with that going into your additional box. Like I would feel comfortable with a piece of art or plates that I can ship ephemera in there. So you can put 2 ounces because I run those at 0 to 1 ounce. So that would be fine. But it shouldn't put anything else in there if it is bigger. You don't have to turn that on if you don't want to. Okay, that's just another option. Now, once you fill all of that out, you want to hit save. And it's going to tell you, heads up, are you sure you want to do this? It's a single ship item. Yes, it's fine. That's what I want to do. And so I went ahead and saved it. So if you see now on my shipping, it says art, single ship, 8 pound. That is what we just created. And then now it's going to be in my actual items that I can choose in the future for future shipping. If Patrick's on, I got your text. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and publish the listing. Once it publishes, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen So you guys can see how much it's going to cost to ship a 12 by 12 by 12, because I didn't change the dimensions, for an 8 pound box single ship. Does it tell you that it's more than 921? Oh wait, did I do max shipping on this show? I don't remember. Shoot. I did do reduced shipping. So you guys are going to see 921 maybe, because I think I did reduce shipping on this show. Um but if it was a regular show and I did not do reduced shipping, most likely it will say like, I don't know, 10 to 14 pound or 10 to $14 to ship that type of item. But that's how you do a custom profile. Um, is there a max size box you can put in a single ship custom? Thinking large scale art over 3 to 4 feet. I have shipped something that was 36 inches by 20 by 4 before. It was a piece of art from my grandmother's estate sale. And I measured it and I put it all in there, and it allowed me to do it. You did a custom 40 by 20 by 4. Yeah. You're going to see the cost at the bottom of the screen. I tell you, it's not going to be pretty when you start messing with those adjustments on dimensions sometimes, especially if it was like 40 by 20 by 12. That is going to be outrageous. I mean, I would show you, but again, I have reduced shipping on, so it's not going to give you the actual number. But you can totally put that in there if you need to. But if something is that large, I would do it as a single ship. So are you figuring out the box before even listing those sorts of items? It only costs the buyer $13.94. That's insane. That's insane. Um, Livy, if you are doing it on the fly and you don't feel comfortable, I would say just say, I'm not going to ship it to you. If you feel comfortable weighing things in your hand and having an idea how much it's going to cost you, like in weight, you can do a custom profile and just put in the weight. I would say if you feel like it's 8 pounds, put it in S10 to give you some cushion, because after you add bubble wrap and all the extra stuff, it's probably going to be 10 pounds. Or you can bring a scale with you if you were doing live shopping and doing that. But once you do this for a while, you generally have an idea how much things weigh. Like I can pick up something and be like, oh, this weighs, like, for example, I know this weighs 15 ounces, even with a full thing of tape. Like I just know just by feeling it. Full thing of tape, it'll be about 15 ounces. You can pick up something else. You're like, oh, that's probably about 11 ounces, with shipping material. Once you start getting up there in weight, you may want to weigh it. Now, when I was at my grandmother's house and I was at the estate sale for her house, I had a tape measure handy. I had a scale ready. You're usually typically prepared. You're going to have a bag and you're going to have all of that. So like, for that piece of art that I shipped, I measured it out and I did a guesstimate on weight just because it was attached to the wall at the time. And I kind of ate a little bit of shipping, but I actually added a little bit more money onto the cost of the item just to cover that additional shipping if I needed to. I mean, it was a estate sale. I was naming the prices anyway, so I was okay with that. But that is just something else to consider. But that's how you do a custom profile. The learning curve is painful. Yes. I would just say if you are not comfortable doing it and you are second guessing yourself, just tell your customer no. And if you feel comfortable buying it and then putting it in a future show when you have time to weigh it and measure it and all the things, and you can do it later if you wanted to. But I wouldn't go beyond what you feel comfortable with until you get more comfortable with shipping. Because I can tell you, some customers go crazy, especially live. And you guys, go watch Amy Perrin's show. She does a lot of live selling, and there was a few days that people wanted these wooden swans, and she's like, "No, I'm not going to ship that. There is no way in heck." And then she realized the swans' heads will come off, and she's like, "Okay." A few days later, they showed her that the swan head comes off. She's like, "Okay, I'll sell it," and she sold it. So sometimes you just gotta have time to look at things and be more comfortable to do it. But don't feel bad to say no. It's okay. Are you saying that there are live auctions in people's homes? This I did not know. Yes, Julianne. Yes, there is live estate sales in people's homes. Right now, I've been watching Amy Perrin. She has live exclusive access to this estate, and it's absolutely amazing. They had anywhere from glass to pottery to art, and it's all been epic. All been epic. So and there's other sellers on this app that do live estate sales. When I first started on Whatnot, I didn't want to invest a lot of money in items. So what I did is I was going to stores like thrift stores, stores I just like shopping at up the road from me, and I would take everybody along and I would sell it live, and then I'd bring it home and pack it and ship it. I need to do that more because I really liked doing that. But it does make for a long day because I would be live like 5 to 7 hours sometimes. And it does take a toll on your body because you forget to hydrate and you forget to snack and, everything and take care of yourself. So it does get really hard on a person, but it is lots of fun. You go to a ton of state sales usually the last day for 50% off and never pay full. Yes, yes. You can start asking them, say, hey, can I go live and, just see if my friends want to buy anything? I wouldn't go into all the details because some of the estate sale companies around here, they're like, no, you can't do that. And they're missing out on so much potential. Like how many people can be live with you and shopping and hanging out, and they're saying no, and it's like, dude, I could be helping clear your house out right now. Come on. Aren't you here to make money? Because I am. I'm working on them though. I'm working on them. But you guys, it's always worth to give it a shot and go live. Amy Perrin, she's in the chat. She does it a lot. Whenever she has the ability, she's in Colorado, so weather is always a thing. And then Michelle Steele, she does a lot of live estate sales. So if you guys haven't seen it, who else does like live shows? Matt was in here earlier. Matt did one. The one we were going to work for will let us. Well, I want to do it. I like doing it. It was lots of fun. I got out of my comfort zone doing that. What I found is the estate sale companies in Phoenix do not care when I point out the value of things. For example, I bought a 1920 something toaster. Oh, you're in the neck of the woods that a friend of mine is shooting from the hip. She's a good friend of mine and she buys out estates as well. Paid $3 for the toaster and you can sell it. Yeah, they just probably want to make money and get it out of the house. Yes, Billie Jean. You know Billie Jean? Oh my gosh. Yes, she's a good friend of mine. So, but yeah, she buys out estates too, and she does that. You met her at an estate sale. Oh my gosh, she's live right now, I think. She's usually a mod in here, hanging out, but she's a good seller, you guys. So definitely check her out. She doesn't actually go live at estate sales. Maybe I should tell her to do that. That's probably too much. She likes to bring everything home and clean it up and does her show. Everybody likes to do their shows different ways, but you can make money so many different ways on this app, you guys. You don't have to just be live from your house. You can just take your phone and flip it. You never have to really show your face, and you can just scan. You have to have a steady hand, of course. You can't just be like, hey, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. You can't make people seasick, but if you have a patient hand that is steady, where you can get a stand that goes around your neck to hold your phone, and you can run your device that way, you can totally do that. You can bring your stand with you and go live. It just depends on, if you want to go live with tons of people around you. Make sure you're looking through the phone because that's what they see. Yes, exactly. Yes. And you may be physically scanning and people are calling out stuff and you will literally be blind to it. And you're like, oh, the purple thing on the left. And you're like, I don't see no purple thing on the left. And then you go over there and you're like, oh, it's blue. And it's not what they thought it was. It's another level of shopping, you guys. I don't Oh my gosh, our hard welcome in. I don't know if you can stream from the video glasses. I've seen people make videos recording when they go into state sales, but I don't know if you can stream using those on Whatnot. That would be really cool if that's possible. I'm gonna have to look into that. I can't remember to record for social media. I get into what I'm doing. Yes, I forget to record, or I just, the moment I start recording, that usually means I'm not going to find anything. And the moment I put my phone away and just shop when I need to record for social media, that's when I find stuff. So it's just like a catch 22 with me. If you select priority under 5 and then realize that it'll fit a flat rate, can you switch it on the back end? Yes. Yes, brass line on the back end, as long as you're within the, above 16 ounces, you can toggle on a flat rate and then toggle on flat rate and you can choose whichever box that you want to use. Yes. You were in one and she was. Do you know who it was that was wearing the glasses? If so, I would love to watch their stream and then start asking them questions. I am not the smartest cookie when it comes to all the technical things, but I have a brother that's pretty clever. So I could probably ask him, but I have no idea how that would work. Were they like live at a store or like at their house? You can toggle on less than 15 too, just have to pay the difference. Amy, you're getting all technical, man. I try to not charge myself money if I don't have to. Don't put it in a flat rate box if they only paid for 15 ounces, unless you absolutely have to put it in that box where it's going to charge you. I did that a few times today that I had to put it in a certain box because I underweighed my item and I was slapping myself because I had to pay $3 because I undercharged it. I hate myself sometimes. That's handy sometimes because the large flat rate is shorter, so less paper to fill it. Yes. Yes. Typically, I just say if it's between 16 ounces up to 70 ounces and it can fit in a flat rate box. That's what I tell Patrick. I'm like, if it fits in a flat rate box or a priority box, put it in there. It's a free box that we don't have to go hunt for. But if it needs to go ground, if it's under 16 ounces or above that, I'm like, we'll put it in a brown box. But we have to go search those out. But if we can get the free boxes from the post office, I'm going to use them. I'm like, why not? It makes your life so much easier because I can just buy these certain boxes and typically it fits a lot of stuff. And now I have like 100 million of those boxes, you guys. Another thing that I like using is my bubble wrap. Have you guys been in my room where I talked about my bubble wrap machine? That is the best investment for your business other than a thermal printer. That is the best thing ever. And I never got to ask Amy, did you order the one that I sent you? And is it better on your machine? Because I would love to know. I'm learning so much. Oh, you're welcome. See, this is why I do seller supports. I want to help other people because you know what? I learn things the hard way. And we all learn things the hard way, but sometimes just listening in on these shows, you can learn from other people. And it's just like mind blowing. I still learn from other sellers, new and seasoned. So don't think that the tenure on the app means anything because you can still learn something from a brand new seller. I learn stuff from Amy all the time too. And then sometimes I'm like, Amy, why'd you do that? Other times, no, I stopped using it because it can't keep up with me. Oh, well, you were talking about the bubble was not working, and then I thought you were going to order the different bubble. That's what I meant. Because I thought it was faster. I love using that bubble wrap. It is this stuff. Oh boy. Y'all, I have a mountain of boxes, but this is the bubble wrap that I'm talking about. I love using this bubble, and then I also have one that is the circles as well. I was frustrated. Even this one was not holding air. My slow machine, it's been driving me nuts a little bit. It hasn't been wanting to start, but once we finally get it to start, it goes and goes and goes. Oh, you didn't order that. Well, that's what I want to know because I want to order the faster machine. Just to see if I can get bubble made faster. And I was gonna sell my other one for like 50 bucks to help another seller out. But um I love this bubble wrap. It is awesome. But you guys, that is the second best investment ever for your business. Is the bubble machine. But the first one, if you're a new seller and you feel like you're kicking it off great, I didn't buy my thermal printer that prints the labels until like a month the into selling on this app, and I absolutely love it. It is the best investment ever, but it's a thermal printer. It doesn't use ink. The only thing that you have to purchase is the labels, and then they're already sticky, so you just stick them on your boxes, and it's absolutely amazing. And then I also use them for my shipping. Oh, thank you, Lily. I appreciate you, Heart to Haven. I try my best, but I still get messages that things break. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I try my best to get things packaged well. But it is very hard. Do you have to use their brand labels? No, I buy the cheap ones. I don't use the same brand. I think the new brand that I last purchased like 500 of, I don't think my label machine likes it, but I just ordered another brand because it was on sale. And I'm going to try those soon because I'm almost out of this other one. But I just buy the cheap kind and I order like 1,000 at a time just because I go through so many labels because I print my labels and then I print the actual receipt as well because I print my receipt like this way, which is very handy, which you guys totally just saw their address, but I print it like that so I can write my thank you notes on there and then everybody knows what should be in their boxes. I use the Jaden printer. My labels are expensive. I have the Dymo and I can't use anything but Dymo. It cost me $260 for 2,000 label. I just spent like $40, $50 for, oh shoot. I don't think it was $40, $50. I think it was like $20 for 1,000. And I have the Jaden machine, which is like $60 on Amazon, I believe. I'm gonna go look on the Amazon. Let's see. Because I have my Amazon store. I made the Amazon store so I can send you guys to find the stuff easier. It's like all together. My storefront. Trying to find it. Where are you? This is the thermal printer I have. It's currently $69 and I have not had to buy another one. It is Bluetooth. Mine does have Bluetooth and 4x6. I never set up Bluetooth. I just have it directly connected to my computer and it's fine, but it prints with Bluetooth so I can totally use my phone. And this one is like $69. And then what was the last labels I used? I don't even think it's in my shop because I wanted to see if they were worth a dang. I used the fan fold 4x6. Oh, they were $18 for 1,000. This is just an off brand and it works just fine. It's thunder and lightning right now. It's February in Michigan. It's not normal. Oh, wow. And we're under a burn ban. There's a bunch of, it was really windy yesterday and there was a lot of fires that sparked up near us yesterday. So, and the sky looked so nasty. They can be on a roll. I use folded just because I don't like, I don't know, storing rolls is just a pain in the butt. I can stack when they're folded. That's why I buy the folded. But you can buy the rolls too. You can buy the rolls too, but that is, what is that one? $18 for 1,000. And then you can buy 2,000 for $39. Look at that. Amy, you're not spending no $260. It could be $39 for 2,000. Girl. You need to just get a cheap one. Get a cheap one. You'd be good. You went mudding? Oh, that sounds fun. Those are the ones you use too. Okay, well, that was the first time I ordered that brand. And so that is in a bag. I'm about to use those because I'm almost out of my labels. I'm ordering that printer right now. Do you need the link or did you find it? If you need the link, I can text it to you, I think. No, the rain last night. Or actually, you can just go to, you can screenshot my QR code and that it's on my Amazon shop if that's helpful. If anybody needs it, how about that? If anybody needs it, it's there. Um, the rain last night made our cars look like we went mad. That's funny. In Chicago, I think we got rain a few nights ago and it made my car look nasty. And it was, I hate when it rains because it makes my backyard muddy and then my dog brings it in the house. And then I have to mop because there are muddy footprints everywhere because you can't get it all from underneath her toenails and stuff very easy. We had rain, snow, and then rain, and then more snow. Oh my gosh. You guys, keep the weather up there. It's been 80 degrees, and I think we're going to go back into 50 and 60 degrees soon. But I'm just starting to feel better, so I don't want to do that. We had a blizzard like conditions today. Yes. Patrick's youngest daughter, she sent me a Snapchat today and she said she showed like it's snowing there. It looked like they had about 6 inches of snow, which is crazy. I'm like, dang, and we're sitting over here in 80-degree weather and you're getting snow. So, oh, if anyone needs any stretch wrap, I found a really good deal. I haven't used it, but it looks exactly the same as the other brand I was using, so I feel comfortable recommending it. It's $35 for 5 rolls of stretch wrap of 1,000 feet, which I thought was a good deal because I usually pay $28 for 4 rolls. And this one is, wait, one, two, this 6 rolls, sorry, 6 rolls for 35 instead of 4 for $28. So I thought it was a good deal. And it's called MROCO, Mr. Oko. Not wanting to go back to 39-degree weather. Can you just delay your flight? You can stay longer, Auntie Barb. You can stay longer. I don't think my parents would kick you out. I use Sam Club food wrap. It's huge roll and lasts forever. Is it cheaper? Do you cut it? Like, do you cut it down or is it like the long? Your thermal printer is 27% off right now. It's always on sale. Don't believe Amazon and their fake sales. Oh, is it? Now I'm gonna look. Jaden. It says limited time deal. I swear I paid that like May 1st, 2024 is when I bought it. So I was actually a seller for 2 months before I bought it. 40% claimed. Interesting. I paid that back then, I think. Does it tell you how much you paid? No, it doesn't tell me, but I swear I paid like that price. List price 95. Yeah. So if you guys start selling on the app and you don't have a thermal printer yet, this is the first best purchase for your business ever because you're not having to buy paper, you're not having to buy ink, and you don't have to have extra tape to tape it onto your packages. You just have to buy the labels and that's all. And you just peel and stick it on and you don't have to tape over it. You're good to go. It is like the best investment for your business ever. So that's the one thing I always tell everybody. Like, if you want to invest in your business, and remember, if you can write that off for your taxes too. Anything that you purchase for your business, you can write it off for your taxes. So it's always a great thing to do to invest back in yourself. So I'm not selling yet, but you just bought it. Well, there you go. You can make stickers with it, you guys. You can totally make stickers to brand your boxes. which I don't have anymore because I run out really, really fast. But you can get blank, like rolls of stickers like this that are blank, and you can do your own branding and own stickers that you can slap onto your boxes, which is very handy. You can also make them and resell them to other people on Whatnot. I've seen people do that as well, which is very handy. So I got an off brand. Hope it's all right. You didn't set it up. Well, mine's a Jaden. It's not a, it's an off brand too, technically. So I didn't get no brand name. And I'm like, $60 is better than spending 300 on a label printer, you guys. So I'm like, that's good enough for me. I don't need the top of the line. I just need it to freaking work great, right? I make stickers saying to acclimate your boxes. See, there you go. You can even sell some of those. And I got these off of Amazon because I got tired of printing and then re-rolling my own labels. So I got these. They just say thank you for supporting my small business. And I got like 4 different colors and they're like gold. My lighting's starting to suck because the light is going down, but I got a bunch of those. I think it was 4 different colors. Yeah, Dymo that you had for 15 years, took it out of storage when you started selling. Hey, there you go. But yeah, you guys can do so much. You can make round stickers. You can make, the rectangle type stickers. You can do so many things with your thermal printer. So you can make it work for you even more. I mean, you can brand it. Yours is a canyon. How do you say that? Yeah, off brand. It works for me. I just want it to work. You want to make a bookmark. I bet you could make a bookmark with it, with a thermal printer. I bet you could. Is that a pro? What do you mean? Is what a pro? The printer or a forgive me? I'm not following. Not following. Sorry. I'm slow. See her comment above that. Oh, let's see. I've received boxes that say pack with recycled packaging material. Should we? Oh. Oh, I see. I see. I see people attach that so people don't judge you for reusing boxes. It's up to you. I honestly don't care. I'm like, as long as because I reuse packaging material that I get on my own boxes, and if it doesn't smell, it's not wet, it doesn't have glitter on it or nasty, whatever, I feel like it's good enough to be reused, then I totally reuse it. But if it's a box that has a hole in it, if it's, gross, like I won't reuse it. So I don't feel the need to put that in there, but I think it's good to reuse it if you can, for sure. Um, Oh, Amy, are you going live tomorrow from that estate sale? I was thinking about going sourcing, and it seems like I always go out of the house when you're live, and I can't mod. Ah. But yes, I see people put the upcycled stickers on it, and then I want to make, and I probably am going to share it to the Facebook group, but I want to make something on Canva for, you know, about, if it's in the freezing cold to wait 24 to 48 hours to open to allow it to acclimate. I want to make one of those stickers, and I think I want to share it to the Facebook group in case anybody wants to use it. They can use the same design if they wanted to. I want to make some of those. I think that would be really handy, especially for us sellers, because not everybody's very creative on Canva. I received a mother of pearl trays that had 0 bubble wrap on them and a bunch of random cardboarded shaped stumped on. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, don't put empty trash boxes and stuff in your box. I think that's trashy. Just my opinion. I keep getting the UPS bubble mailers and packing, and I don't want to reuse because it's wrong. Yeah. Rusty Patina, I just got a box the other day and they put these metal ducks in those poly mailers and shipped it to me. They didn't even seal them up or anything, so they look like they haven't been used. And I actually have a box. I think I moved it to my shed. I really wish I didn't take it to my shed, but I talked to the post office worker about it and I said, "Hey, I got a box and they used an insane amount of those and I don't use those bubble mailers. Can I bring them back to you so you can use it, to give to people that actually use them?" And he was like, "Yeah, no problem." But I keep forgetting to take it to him. But you can totally take it back to the post office if you don't use them. Um, and then I don't feel so guilty. Hey, welcome in, family heirloom. Hello, hello. We're just talking shit and answering questions today. Um, anyways. But yeah, you could totally because I have 3 or 4 that came out of a box. I just shoved them over there because I don't use them. Vintage books. That's an idea. Wait. I sell my vintage books in the book category, so it usually gets the media mail label. Should I stop doing that so I can use them since they're the flat rate bubble mailers? I got 4 handmade pottery pieces. They slid them in those. Thankfully, they made. Oh my word. You got lucky those didn't break because pottery is like the thing that breaks. If it can break, it will be pottery over anything else. I swear. Though I had glass break and stuff like that. I got a piece of art from a seller and it was like a piece of wood and then it had like the owl and it was pottery, but she like layered the bubble wrap, but somehow the leg of the owl that was behind the stick broke, but nothing else broke. Like, I just don't get how stuff like that happens. I didn't claim it. I'm like, I'm gonna reglue it. It'll be good as new. I can't see it, and it's gonna go on my wall. I tried that once when they were on their 3rd book. It was charging 17 for shipping. On media mail? I've done vintage shows, and then whenever I load my books, I put it in as the antique and vintage, and then I put in like the book description and then the year and all of that stuff. And then whenever it goes to them, if they only bought books, it goes media mail, but it charges them less. So, like, if I put it in as 1 to 2 pounds for a book for like a thicker book, it only charges them like $7. She had a sold out show. Oh, you had a sold out show. My bad. Congratulations. I missed it. I'm so sad. What were you selling? Um Packing is an art for sure. Yes. 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 I just finished packing a box. I was like, I don't know how the heck I'm going to do that. Yeah, so that gets funny. When I'm running for random, they buy 6 books, they pay 9.21. You use a flat rate. Okay, well, I usually don't sell them like you, but that makes sense. That makes sense. You usually sell like tons of books all at one time. I usually just mix it in. So maybe I just need to do a regular shipping show and do it that way. A regular book show that way. Setting up your shipping is an art as well. I swear they make it confusing on purpose. Bryce Lyon, I will be honest with you, and this is why I created that shipping guide that is in my shop that I can email and print and whatever you want me to do. But that's the reason I made it because it took me 6 months to understand shipping on this app. It took me that long just to understand all the ins and outs because it's not like normal shipping. It's a little bit different on Whatnot and it's totally threw me. And then Patrick started helping me with packing because I started selling even more stuff. And I was getting tired staying up to 3 or 4 in the morning and then still had to work at 8 a.m. the next day for my full time job. Like I was getting exhausted. So he started helping me. So I created the shipping guide and I like wrote it all out. And I decided I made that. Other people can probably use it. So that's what I taught him shipping with. He just, he's been helping me for a couple months. I would say like 4 months. And he barely started printing my labels. Okay. So he's starting to pick it up, but he's still learning. But it is very helpful. Wicked Wanda, if you want to have me email it to you, just message me because I know I mailed you one. Just message me your email and I can send it to you. No big deal. This is what I should do. I haven't done this in a hot minute, so give me a second. Wait, how do I do the time? I don't want 30 seconds. Dang it. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to do a flash sale on my shipping guide. There. There we go. Shipping guide. Is it going? It is going. There you go. I did a flash sale. Okay, yeah. If anyone has bought the shipping guide from me before and you need it emailed, just message me and I will read my email. I will read my messages and I will make sure I send it over. I have it as a PDF. So I should be able to email that super easy and then you can just open it and print it up if you need it, or you can just have it on your computer. But it is a good thing just to have as a little reference. It's just kind of a little reminder of the ins and outs. But I feel like if you're very new and you're still learning the shipping, it's just good for reference. A friend of mine, she hires people to help with her shipping and she uses the guide to help teach them. And I emailed it to her as well. So she had an extra copy because she does lose it too. So I don't mind. I may update it eventually. I'm so mad the packages I dropped off on Tuesday still say they haven't been received, but the post office scanned your manifest and gave you a receipt. The manifest was at the scan sheet because if they, okay, the scan sheet only says that they have it, but it doesn't count for every box. They have to scan every single box. So I lie to my post office and I tell them to scan them all because I can't create a manifest. Oh, yeah. Did you scan them yourself? But that doesn't count anymore, Amy. They're literally going by the post office. So, like, my rate on Whatnot, it says I have a 94 right now, and I don't understand why. Nope, you do same thing twice a week. It's not even updated whenever you click on the tracking for each box. What is your percentage now? You're going to be fine. Are you going for Premiere yet? Because I will tell you, my number is 94%, 94 something. I think 94.6. So it's not 100%. And mine's been going up and down, left and right. Can you email me a shipping guide? You have a show tomorrow. Curated Echo. Yes, I can send it to you. I just saw the message come through. That threw me off for a second, but yes, I can totally do that. Thank you guys for your purchases. Again, if you want to email, just send me a message. I can do that. But just know I have to mail you something. So I'm going to also print it and mail it to you just because you paid shipping. I believe it's 78 cents. I guess the only way to get around the paying the shipping is if you do local pickup. And I can email it to you and you just have to send me the code, but or I can just mail you something. I have it at like 78 cents, so should be good. It's funny how each post office, my post office, they tried to get me to do the manifest because they were being lazy. And I said, well, at that time, I was like doing some up until midnight. And then I would forget to create the scan sheet. And then after midnight, I can't create the scan sheet for the items I already did labels for. So if I brought them some, I'm like, I can't tell you which ones the scan sheet counts for and which ones it doesn't. So I told them, you just got to scan them all. Do your freaking job, man. Do your job. Right now, you can only create a scan sheet for labels printed on that day. Yep. And if you're creating labels and then it goes past midnight, you can't create the scan sheet anymore. Yeah. So I was always running into that. So I just told my post office, I'm like, I'm the only one that brings you this many boxes. You guys just scan them in. And then I started telling them, I was like, if you give me the receipts, if you scan in 10 at a time, Give me the receipts, put them in the mailbox. I will go on all my different devices and I will give you guys good reviews. They can only do like one receipt review per week, but I have like 4 or 5 devices at my house. So I'm like, you can get 4 or 5 different reviews from me and they'll all be 5 stars. So tit for tat, okay, please. And that usually works. And then I also take them cookies and brownies and stuff like that when I feel like they're getting moody at me. And it's helpful, you guys. So that's another suggestion. If your post office is giving you pushback, tell them, please, if you give me the receipt printout showing that whenever you get it, even if you do like 10 of my boxes at a time, so you get several of them, just say, I'll use all my devices at home and I'll try to get you all the reviews, so you get good credit. Because I believe it goes back to the person that actually scanned it. Yeah, I love my post office workers too. Sometimes when there's a new postmaster come in, that's usually when I kind of start butting heads with them again. But usually the ones that been in there as a worker for a while, they set the postmaster straight for me, and I'm so thankful for that. And then it's smooth sailing afterwards. But they realize I'm keeping this office in business because I take so many boxes. I live in a town of under 1,000 people. I'm the only one that goes to the back door to ring the bell, and they know it's me when I'm bringing in tons of boxes. So they know I'm keeping them in business. They just hired another worker, you guys. They hired another freaking worker there because I'm keeping them busy. So I guess that's a good thing, right? So I never have problems with your post office, thank goodness. Yes, I hear nightmares about post offices, especially the ones in Arizona. I heard some crazy things about them. I don't know what their deal is. I heard some crazy stuff about the ones in Missouri and California. Different ones, I don't know what to say. I'm just thankful that mine are nice. Once your post office got used to you and what you needed to be done, they've been great. Awesome. Do you spoil them with cookies and stuff too, Amy? Because that usually helps get them in a cheery mood. I love that. My dream is to move up north away from the city and small town vibe. Yes. I moved away. I literally have to drive 30 minutes to go to a Walmart to go get groceries, or 20 minutes to a United. We have a small town grocery store in town, but I don't want to pay those prices. Like I live in a tiny, tiny town, like 700 people live here. It is so small. So I live very rural and it's very nice, but I have to drive everywhere. But it's fun. I don't know. My post office told another seller to contact me so I can teach her how to do it the way they like. That's funny. That's really funny. Drunk Susie in Arizona, and she had a whole show of packages disappear for a month. Oh my gosh, a whole month? Did her numbers go to shit? That's scary because you guys, I was just talking about shooting from the hip. I think she's live right now. She's been killing it. I think she's been on the app maybe 3 months now, and she's already sold like 2,000 plus items. Like she's been kicking butt in sales, and she dropped off a ton of packages. And let's say it was like 50 boxes. I don't really know how many because she texted me. I can't remember what she said, but she said out of like the 50 boxes she dropped off, 5 of them went missing. And she had a receipt showing that they dropped them off, that they got them, but they just went missing. And they literally had to take the receipt up there and say, hey, I dropped all these off and now these are so gone and missing and they haven't left this location. And magically they were just sitting in a corner. So I was like, that's not cool, especially if it keeps happening. I was like, I would be taking it somewhere else. But I think they talked to the postmaster. I'm not really sure. But if that kept happening, that would be getting worried. Because, like, why are they sitting in the corner? Because it should be scanned in and gone. I've had that happen before for one or two. Yeah, it was just weird because you can kind of understand one or two that they might have got overlooked, but 5, wouldn't you notice 5 boxes sitting there? And like she was getting worried for her customers because like she knew she mailed them and they were just sitting there and was like, what the heck? So that was just I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, remember my package that the contents were stolen. What not still reimbursed you even though it was over a month? Well, that's awesome, Rusty Patina. Patrick, go away. I'm gonna kick you off too. I'm gonna kick you off. I haven't opened 3 boxes since last year. It's still sitting in the corner. But I trust that it's in there, so I'm not worried about it. It's fine. I think oh man, this cough hits me. I think I opened every other package that I've got except what he took home from the post office from yesterday, which is one of those boxes. I just opened one today, but I haven't opened any others because I haven't needed any of the boxes. I hear y'all talking about being good at your post offices, so I've already started with your postal worker. Well, good. I just bought the shipping guide. I think that was a message. Okay. Vault of interesting. If you want me to email it, yes, I will read your message. I saw it pop up. Yeah, so go ahead and start working with your postal worker. Yeah, I get a lot of packages too. So if you're already like in the post office picking up your boxes, it's already good to be like extra friendly with them and what you're going to be doing and ask them questions. They love answering questions for sure. Oh shoot, is my phone going to die? 22. We're good. We're good. We're good for a few more minutes, for a while. Oh, I want to start pick up, but I'm afraid they won't get here in time with your post office. My post office doesn't do pickup, so I'm jealous of you guys. When you open mine, if you think I did a shitty job packing it, please let me know. You know what? I know you shipped it to me. Hold on. It's right here. Do you want me to open it live? Do you want me to open it live, Wanda? Are you using your phone as the camera? I don't have my ring light on right now. I just have my regular fan light on and my phone is in a stand. Typically, I use my iPad when I'm live with my shows and I have my ring light behind it. And then I use my phone, one of my old phone or my iPhone as my running device. That's typically what I do. But just today, I'm like lighting isn't really necessary. So yeah, it says Wanda on it. So I'm pretty sure this is the one you sent me. So let's open Wanda's box, you guys. Wait, did I miss something? My husband took 4 truckloads yesterday. Oh my God. 4 truckloads. No wonder your husband is saying, Amy, stop it. This is too many truckloads to the post office. You need to calm your shit. I got excited when I filled 1 truckload. That was so much fun, but I couldn't remember. That was only half. Are you still packing? Oh my God. You shipped so many items. That was probably like 400 items, wasn't it? Because you've been doing like 200 a day, I think. You finished today at 5. Wait, it's 5:43 now. So you only, whoa, you've only been finished for 43 minutes. Yes, you need to take a day off tomorrow. Okay, first look at it. It looks good. She gave me a note, so let's read it. Oh, this is a note from Wanda. How cute is that? Oh, I like the butterflies. What's in here? Oh, I got a Valentine. Patrick, I got a Valentine. Guess what? Wanda's my Valentine. It's great being stuck with you. Oh, that's so cute. I didn't get a Valentine, so I'm excited. I got a Valentine, you guys. Okay. Paper, paper. It didn't shake, so I did test that. You layered it well. Okay. Nothing feels broken from what I can tell. Your Packer's been out sick all week. Oh man. Did she get the flu? Because I'm still recovering from the flu. Oh geez, this is why I don't want a huge following. I don't want to have to pack that much. Oh, I heard strep is bad, and then you get strep, and then you get strep, and then you get the flu. But I heard it's just as bad. It's awful this year. But don't get flu, you guys. You don't want it. Okay, this is wrapped good. And paper and bubble. Ooh, these are the giveaway item. Not sure why I said it. I was thinking it was my box that I sent to you. Look how pretty. Waterford glasses. Ooh, do they team? Oh, they're so pretty. You guys, I won this as a giveaway from Wanda. That arrived beautifully. Number one down. Number one down. Let's see. She's a new seller, so this is kind of fun. If you feel comfortable with me opening a box from you, and that's awesome. I'm opening it live. Oh, I didn't tell Amy, but when I opened the package of art from Amy that I held on to for months and months, I opened it live, but I didn't tell anybody who I opened art from. But I opened it live just to give people tips on how to pack art. I want to do that again because I feel like it's helpful. And you guys are also probably learning how to pack this way too, just by unwrapping things just to see how things are put together in a box. Yes, it was safe. It was that one that you put in, it was a canvas that you made your own Franken box with the foam. People were like, who packed it? Who packed it? And I'm like, I'm not drawing attention to who it was. I'm teaching you how you can pack it. That arrived great too. So pretty. Look, you guys, they're so pretty. Oh, they sound so pretty. I like that. Cheers. Okay, I'm not fancy to have Waterford glasses like that. So I'm like, ooh, I need to go get some wine now. Keep those sheets in stock. Yeah, it's just expensive though. That's the comment that everybody gave whenever I opened that box live. Amy, is that they were like, that's expensive, those sheets of foam. And I'm like, well, if you're packing a bunch of art, it's probably worth it. I got the flower frog. Windy wort on the bottom. Okay, you guys, she legit put this next to Waterford glasses and it arrived safely. I say you did a great job, and I haven't even opened the bottom thing. And she lined it with bubble and bubble. Wait, is this the bubble from me? It's only $13 a sheet, but you can get 4 to 5 art pieces wrapped, no bubble wrap. And you sell the art to enough to cover the cost. Oh. Well, hey, my bubble wrap is lasting. That's great. It made it to you and back. Well, heck yeah. See, I don't know. That's another thing I always worried about with making my own bubble is it making um is it making it and lasting, or is the bubble popping? Like that's always a, a worry of mine. Okay, yeah, you guys, I'm opening this box from Wicked Wondor. She's a mod, but she is a new seller on the app. And I went into her show It was the first show I watched of hers, even though she's had several shows, but I'm just a terrible person and I keep missing them. But I saw this show and I fell in love with these items. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Isn't there another piece? Maybe it's in the thing. Look at these. These I think are salt and pepper shakers made in Japan. Is there a way to tell ironstone if it's not marked? That is a question for Pixel and Patina. Let's see if we can tag her. Maybe she can tell us. It's usually the ting noise and it's helpful, but I just tagged her, hopefully. I don't know if she's live. I tagged your shows. Try not to miss one. Yeah. And wait. Okay, I just want to get into this, so I'm ripping the bubble wrap. I want to see it. I'm getting excited. Come out. Come out of there. Oh, it's so cute. It arrived perfectly. Y'all, look how cute. And the little chickies. Oh my gosh. Tell me that is not cute. It's a Japan deviled egg tray. I've never seen one like that. That is so freaking cute. I got that from Wanda. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And they have their stoppers and they're marked Japan. Wait, that has a holes all in it. Is that a toothpick holder? It's a toothpick holder. That didn't dawn on me, but it has holes in its butt. You can put toothpicks in it. Oh my gosh, I love it even more. Thank you. You did great. Everything arrived perfectly. And you had a piece of metal on top of the ceramics. You did ceramic and glass and metal all in one box. And um it arrived perfectly. You're so cute. Am I gonna sell that soon? Ruthie, you're so funny. Isn't that adorable? I love that. I don't even own a cute deviled egg platter until now, so I'm very excited about that. I will think about it, Ruthie. Stop my shows, okay? I will think about it, but I think I want to make deviled eggs first. Deviled eggs and put it in there because I think that will make my day. Okay, what did I do at the end of this? There we go. Google. It's Lord Neeson Pottery, England. Google Curio say it is, but I don't trust it. I don't remember. Maybe Wanda remembers what it is. I just thought it was adorable. Look at your future shows. Oh, yes. You guys, please go bookmark Wanda's show. Like I said earlier, I chatted about her for just a little bit. And I said, I just saw her first show the other day. That was when I bought these pieces. And I told her, I said, wow, you have different pieces that I've never seen anybody else on Whatnot have. Like the deviled egg platter. I never seen a piece like that with the salt and pepper shakers. And then where it has the holes for the toothpicks. I've never seen one like that. Usually it's like empty in the middle. So I thought that was really special. I think she was talking about ironstone. Oh, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Wait until after Easter, make deviled eggs for the holiday. Yes. Yes. That's what I was thinking. I wanted it for Easter. I love deviled eggs. Which, you know what? I could have deviled eggs tomorrow or tonight. That would be good. I saw one the other day that had a hen on nest. I've been seeing people put hen on nests in the middle of the glass deviled egg trays, and I really like that, especially when there's like two different colors of glass. It's just really pretty. And I'm like, oh my gosh, imagine like put like dip inside the hen on nest or something, and then put like carrots around or dipping items, and then your deviled eggs all the way around the border. That would be so cute. So now I'm like, I want one of those too, but I really like that. That's really cute. So I feel like deviled egg trays are going to be very, very popular lately. especially up until Easter for sure, you guys. Not in your house. My husband is a bull in the china closet. Is that why you're selling your stuff, Amy? You're selling some of your carnival glass because he's like breaking stuff? That's funny. Anyways, you did a good job, Wanda. I will try to remember to leave you a review. But you got a live one and you got like 14 people seeing me unwrap it. So I think you did really good for sure. I had a hen on nest, egg plate. Oh, she did? That's awesome. Just trying to keep the amethyst. I just sold an amethyst toothpick holder, but you probably already had it, but I just sold one. I don't find carnival glass all that often. Yes, Wanda did amazing with her wrapping for sure. I tested her. That was my first purchase for me. Um, buying something from her and I tested her. I bought metal and then I bought ceramic and then I won the giveaway. Like, poor thing. I tested her limits because that could have gone totally wrong. I didn't even think about that. But I tested you all in one box. I needed, how do you say that? Epburn, Eppergini? I don't even know how to say that. You had one at that estate sale. Why don't you just steal that? Epern. Epern. Okay. Jolene liked the song. Hi, girly. How are you doing? I just saw you were selling. I'm excited for you. I need it in carnival glass. Oh. Well, if I ever see one when I'm out looking, I will send you a picture. Yeah, she passed with flying colors for sure. Shipping pottery nauseates me. Okay, Wanda, do you want to join my pottery and patina raid train? Pottery and patina meaning pottery and metal. It is March 6th. I'm still filling the slots. I texted Amy. I don't even know if she signed up yet. I don't know. But it's March 6th. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're in North Carolina. Yeah, you haven't yet. I feel like we all been shipping as crockery. Well, family heirloom, since you're such a good packer, do you want to join the pottery and patina raid train? You could sell metal and pottery. PNW Becky is joining it. I told her to push more of her brass because she's been finding a lot of brass lately. And she can sell a little bit of pottery. But if you're more heavy in one item versus, the other, you can push more of one versus the other. I'm totally fine with it. I just want to kind of highlight pottery. We're in the season where you're going to be planting stuff, plants and stuff. I feel like people are going to be looking for that for the spring. So definitely want to do that. But if anyone's interested, that is in here. That is doing any pottery or metals type items, let me know if you're interested. I have spots to fill. I haven't been asking all the people yet. I'm trying to get the ones that I know that's been struggling to get on raid trains. I want to get them in just to have a good show. I like mixing it up. I don't like all super big sellers. I don't want super small sellers. I like to mix it up. Might be yeah, it's March 6th. It's a Friday. Well, if you're selling by then and if you feel comfortable for a raid train, you can totally join. But I just don't know when you're signing up, Lily. And I would say make sure you have a few shows before you do a raid train, especially a selling raid train, because that makes me nervous. Just because there's time limits and people get stressed out with time. Send me the times. Okay, let me write your name. Oh, I'm so glad that didn't drop on my foot. Family heirloom. And then rusty patina. Okay. I will message you guys. Anyone else that's interested, let me know. Ask Drunk Susie. She loves pottery and has a lot. Okay. Drunk Susie. I think she messaged me something the other day. So I think I have her in my messages. So I can do that. Okay. I needed to get into more raid trains. Yeah. I'm super small. When are you gonna have your first show? Heart to Haven. Just anybody that knows Heart to Haven is Lily. See your question above. Oh shoot. What should I do to keep myself out there while my shop is closed for a whole month? Um, if your shop is closed for a whole month, are you putting it in vacation mode? Then I would just be active in chats and stuff. I mean, it may take you a little bit whenever you come back to get more traction. But yeah, you can keep posting on social media, but I would definitely be in the app and different people's shows. And whenever you, if you know an exact date when your show is, whenever it's coming up, you can mention it so you can gather bookmarks, you know. Um, but I know you said that you're going to be sourcing while you're out of state. So you can totally post on social media and give like sneak peeks to what you're bringing to your next show whenever you come back. Oh yeah, you can go live at the bins. Some bins don't let you go live, just FYI. They've been not how they used to be, but maybe you can get away with going at the bins, or you can go live and just sell what you find at the bins from your car. I would want to stage a few pieces. There's a guy who does at the bins. Yeah, they used to do a lot of shows at the bins. Tacos, which is Walker. He used to go live from the bins and he got kicked out. Oh, Florida from the bins. Trying to think who that is. Hmm. I don't think Matt's in Florida, but I don't think he goes to the bins. He goes to a regular thrift store. So I'm trying to think who it is. Like something hilarious to pull out under a pile of rubber chicken. Well, she said a guy, so I'm trying to think. What's that guy's name? Is it Perrin? Perry? I think it starts with a P, but I don't remember if I've seen him at the bins before. One girl that did a live at an actual auction. It was stressful. Oh my gosh, I seen someone at a auction and then on whatnot auctioning her auction winnings, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm overwhelmed because you can hear the auctioneer in the background. I'm like, I can't do this. Is Miss Ray Ray in Florida? I love Miss Ray Ray. She finds some good stuff at her thrift stores. And when she goes out shopping, she's really fun. And she's a single mama. She's in North Carolina, yes. That's why I was like, wait, she's not in Florida. She does auction on Friday nights. Oh, this chick ran it while it was auctioned. Oh my god. So she got bids on the app. She was bidding on the auctioneer. Oh my word. Wow. I would not watch that. That would be stressing me out. I've never seen that before. That's obnoxious. Yeah. Why don't you go buy it first and then bring it home and sell it? But I see what they were doing. Let's see. Um okay. Any other questions, guys? I think my phone's about to die. I have 15%. So we're okay. What the heck did I just push? We're okay. We have 15%, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, my brain would explode too. Oh, it's stressful. I scroll to another show. You just couldn't. Miss Ray Ray asks what we will pay, and then she bids based on that. Oh, I don't think I saw her at an auction before. I usually see her out live thrifting. Now I want to watch her shows and see how that works. But I seen somebody at a live auction where it was the guy going "Blah, blah, 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 blah," doing their auction talking, and then she was also trying to sell at the same time, and I was overwhelmed. I swiped. I couldn't do that. I was like, what the heck in the world? Oh, by the way, this is going on my hutch, you guys. That's going on my hutch. I have a ton of those on my hutch. My mom says I have too much stuff on my hutch. That's how Miss Ray Ray does it. Interesting. I haven't seen her show. I saw somebody else doing it. I was overwhelmed. Miss Ray Ray. Okay, I read that. I'm gonna have to go bookmark her show and just see it. Did I send you the ephemera with it? I think that's what the butterfly is, right? I think that's what I bought. I don't remember now. I just saw this and I was like, oh, I want that for my hutch because I collect them all and I stack them up in my hutch. I just like how they look. I have one that is like wicked bent, messed up, and I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out Miss Ray Ray for sure whenever she's doing that because I just want to see what that's like. I'm filling a dole bowl with them. Oh my gosh. You should. She does a great job. Yes, Miss Ray Ray, she is a good seller. Let me show you guys my hutch. Hold on. My house is like dark as crap. So hold on. Oh, don't turn off the light. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna let you look at my shirt for a second while I turn on the light in the kitchen. Okay. My goodness. So this is my hutch. I have them stacked right there. I have them there. Oh, Amy, I got these from you. And then I have them stacked there. And then I have like an oval one. What did I do with my other ones? I swear I have more, but I got these from Amy. I got that from Amy. I forgot who I bought that from. That's from another whatnot seller. I just love it. If anybody gets any of these bowls that are blue, you guys message me because I want some more of those. I got that from Repurposed Relics. You have a cracked piece for me too. Which one was that? It was the other one to this, and wait. It's probably this one. I probably kept it. It's this one. I just turned it upside down. A planter. No, I think it's this one. And I liked cracked things, if you guys can see. I have all of these that are cracked and jacked up. So I bet you wanted me to ship when oh yeah, you messaged me. Yeah, it was that one that just cracked. Yep. But that's what I do with mine. Flower frogs. That I just touched. You talking about the horseradish one? As you like it. And my grandma painted that rose plate back there, which is repaired, so I didn't sell it. But it's tucked back there. And then I have to have my kitchen bitches. I mean witches. Yeah, she hand painted that. And I love that clock. Go back in there. Anyways, I have plates that my mother-in-law painted. I should get them out. Yes. Yeah. That plate came from my grandma. And then I bought that for me to replace the copper one that I sold on here. I got that from P&W Becky. That is a what is that called? Oil pastels, I believe. And then my dad made the Christmas tree or the pine trees out of saws. I love those, which I'm going to sell some more of those in a while because I do have some more, and I love my copper and brass there. But oh, and I got my owls from Michelle's Deals. They just keep moving, but they're so cute. So I like a little bit of kitsch with my other. I need more blue though, you guys. I literally had tape on my shoulder this whole time, and you guys never said anything to me. What is wrong with y'all? Oh, this is the art that I got from Amy and some other sellers on Whatnot. But yeah, y'all can see it. Look how pretty. I got that from Amy. I got that from Fountain Vintage Co., Mountain Fable, um, Sunny Days. Another seller, I can't remember her name offhand. I found that outsourcing. I love that. So good. I love this piece. So pretty. I want to make that into more of a gallery wall. And then I have this. I found that at an estate sale. I'm never going to sell that. It's so pretty. And I got that from wishing I was thrifting. And then I love this one too. So good. And this came from my grandma, her ex or her husband that passed away before she passed. He made cutting boards, but he made that. And I was like, oh, that's so good. I got to keep it. So moody, yes. I have my German Shepherds because I have a German Shepherd. And I don't know where I'm going to put these, Amy, but they're hanging out right there for now. I just set them there. It is amazing. We sold all the extra wood and everything, but I love that piece. And I love that frame. Eventually, I'm going to hang Phyllis up, but that's all I got right now. So. Oh, and I have one fairy lamp. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's just been hanging out. But you guys, look at my fairy lamp. I need a dust, but isn't that pretty? I never see those ever. So, okay. Look at me now. My house ain't that clean. Ain't that clean. I'm still trying to change stuff up all the time. Do you guys do that as well? Did you see my Franken fairy lamp she sold Sunday? No. Did you take a picture? I just joined a raid train where we're doing Franken fairy lamps. And I'm thinking I want to use a. Oh, there's my mom, which I want to talk to her about it. But my mom gave me this stained glass lampshade. Oh, you listed them all. Can you send me the pictures, Amy? I want to see. But my mom gave me this stained glass like lampshade, and I've had forever. And she wanted me to sell it, but I'm like, I don't know how to sell it for one. And then two, I don't really want to give it up because it's so pretty. But then they have this raid train for fairy lamps, and I'm like, I totally want to turn that into the top of the fairy lamp, and I got to make a base for it. So I got to come up with a base. Patrick said I need to see if I have a milk glass piece, but I don't think we have one big enough to fit in there. Send them so she can share with the class. Well, I'm on my phone, you guys, that she would text me on. Unless she messages it on Whatnot, that I can open it on my other phone. But if y'all have any ideas, because it's just a stained glass lampshade, and I'm trying to find a base for the bottom to make a homemade fairy lamp, but it's going to be very big, a huge fairy lamp, which is going to be awesome. I think it would be like a centerpiece kind of fairy lamp. But lots of people are making like homemade fairy lamps, and I really love the vibe. Really love the vibe. Max 78, Strawberry, and Robin Fox. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in, you guys. It's nice to be live and not be coughing all the time. You need like a bottom form of a planter. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like a planter or like one of those big bowl, like candy dishes, compote type things. Where'd you get your ceiling panels? Oh, Ruthie, are you still in here? They're foam and they were placed on my ceiling before I bought the house. So I have no idea. I have no idea, but they're really cool. These ceiling panels, yeah, they're foam. These look like that. They're like textured, but I really like the ones in my living room. Let's see if you can see down my hallway. Of those, they're kind of like squared and they kind of did an off kilter pattern. Kind of makes you dizzy if you look at them, but they are foam. Yeah. Yeah, I like the ones in the living room better than the ones that are in here, but I think they did that because I think the drywall or something got messed up and they did that to fix it instead of replacing the drywall, but I kind of like it. It gives interest to the ceiling. We just never added any trim molding up there because I don't know how to do that. But I like it as it is. But it is foam. Yes, it is foam. So like I can't screw anything in because it's literally like thick, like over an inch thick of foam. And I think they glued them up there. I never had an issue. I just brushed them off to get, to clean them and Swiffer it. Messaged me the pictures. Did you text or whatnot? Let's see. Minimize messages. I think you texted it to me, didn't you? Oh boy. Oh, on whatnot. Are you going to be in message requests? Dang it. You messaged me, Amy? Are you sure? Okay, let me message you. Maybe it will pop up because I don't see your message. It's not in there. Let me say hi. Hi. It's very weird. I keep getting spam message requests on whatnot. Yes, I get a lot of those. Oh, it just came through. It was probably sending. Oh my gosh. Okay. From Amy, you guys. Look how cool. You forgot to press send. That is so cool. I like that idea. I'm going to save these and maybe I'll change my mind if I want to do the big one now. That one is cool. I totally missed this. When did you sell these? Dang, see, I tell you, I miss your shows. I'm mad now. Ooh, I like that one. That one's really pretty. On the Climb and Whatnot ladder on Sunday. Oh, I was probably busy. I love that one. I love the base with the footed detail. Oh, that's so good. I want to put fairy lamps or lights in there. Is that all of them? Yes, that's all of them. That is crystal. Well, I can tell. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna get all creative with these. These are crystal. Imagine one of those crystal tops with this as the base. Oh my word. Don't you do? I'm not gonna glue anything on it. It's just gonna sit on it. I'm not gonna glue it. Don't you do it. I love those. That is so creative. Those were good. I never think of stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start looking at things in a different light. I have a footed base that I think is brass, and then at some point it had milk glass that was glued to it and it got broken. Well, I got it from the store. I was like, I'm gonna put something else on it. I popped it off and I found an exact match to the milk glass that was on it. So I just re-glued the new one back on there. I wonder if I could put a topper to that. That would be perfect. You got my ideas going now. I'm gonna have to get busy with that. But I just joined that raid train, so I really want to make something epic. That's why I was like that stained glass piece that I have. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The stained glass shades. I think that it used to be like for a dining table. And it's kind of like neutral colors, the one that my mom gave me. I think I want to find a base and somehow make it a very freaking big fairy lamp, like a statement fairy lamp, where you're gonna need like 5 candles to make it glow. I think that would be really fun. Now I'm looking at Amy's and I'm like, huh, what can I use? It really wouldn't have to stand up very far. Baby's husband takes broken pieces, cuts a hole in them to create fairy lamps. Yeah, she told me she was going to message me pictures and she hasn't yet, but this gets my wheels turning though. I have a brass tray and a carnival looking hurricane. I want to put them together. If you do send me a picture, I want to see that. I want to see that. Yes, you guys, let's just start making our own. We don't need no special made fairy lamps. We can make our own. I love that. I keep looking at this one. I keep looking at this one and this one in the background. I really like those two. And then the last one, I really like that one. Of the ones that you sent me, I think those are my favorites. What the hell is that in the background? Oh, that's a cow. I was like, Amy, what naughty thing do you have on your dining table? From a distance, that looks naughty. That looks like a woman's tatas and she's like this. Tell me I'm not lying. From a distance, that's what it looks like. And then you zoom in and you're like, oh, that's a cow currently passing away. Now Amy's gonna look at it and be like, wait a minute, that looks like a lady doing that now. Oh, that's funny. I just saw that in the background. Sorry, Amy. That's what it looks like. Tell me it does not. Look at it. Yeah, from a distance. And then you zoom in, you're like, oh, that's a cow head. No longer the favorite cookie jar now. I was like, what the heck do you have on your table that your grandkids see? What the heck? That's funny. Okay. Um, Ceiling panels. Yeah, I think you can order the ceiling panels, Ruthie, from Home Depot. I will try to do a screen, like a picture of it, and see if I can like reverse look it up and tell you where it is. Love the Thousand Eyes one. Oh yes. I still love her. She's a treasure. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I was just picking on you. Anyways, yo. Amy keeps me around for the jokes and the laughs. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. I keep her laughing. Okay. I gotta make dinner. Ew, it's 7:22, y'all. I'm gonna go get out of the house tomorrow. I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, I'll take a picture and see if I can look it up because I never really looked it up, but I think I looked up and I found like some more ornate ones. But these were put in my house whenever we bought it, and I thought it was cool. It was just something different. And we've been doing a lot of work to this house to get it nice, on a budget. That's my way of living. It was the house that I bought after I got divorced, so I didn't have much money. And we just been living here and fixing it up and stuff. And we revamped the kitchen and the bathroom all ourselves. That was so much work. I still want to fix our kitchen a little bit more, but it's a work in progress, right? That's how everybody's house is. But yeah. Okay, guys, let's see. Who could we raid into? I like raiding small sellers. You know what? Let's see. Are they still on? Shooting from the Hip is on, you guys. I talked about her quite a bit today. She is a newer seller. They're super sweet. They're usually on late at night. And it says they're doing eclectic variety, and she usually does a mix of things. And they're really good friends of mine, great sellers. So while we read into them, I'm going to do another seller support show. So you guys bookmark it. Just look for the picture of my doggy on my profile. And you guys, I will be back. I think it's Monday afternoon. I will be back if you want to hang out. You can ask any questions that you have. I like to do that. And I think Friday I'm going to be doing a like art, or I'm going to do paintings and prints and then some framed art as well. That's what I'm going to do on Friday. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely bookmark my show. I've been like hoarding pieces, hand painted, just stuff to decorate your wall with. I think I called it gems for your walls or something like that. I can't remember. So let's go ahead and read over to my friend. Looks like she's doing really good over there. See, shooting from the hips. I never rated her, so I think that would be really cool. Okay, I will see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, friends. Bye.